the New York Giants schedule to close out the NFC East.
Rough.
New York Giants. If you caught the pod last week, Toddy said Malik Neighbors was better than this guy, better than that guy, better than this guy. I'm a huge Malik Neighbors fan. I think he's going to be very, very good. He's not Maserati. Like Shaun mentioned last week, there was a tier. It's Maserati and everybody else. So with that being said, I have the Giants finishing 4-13.
Yeah.
Week 1, Vikings. Wes is going to kill me when he hears this. I think the Vikings are in a good spot. I don't think JJ was ready. I think Sam Darnold's going to be able to lead them to a Week 1 victory. Justin Jefferson makes all his quarterbacks look good. Plain and simple. Week 2 at Commanders. Yeah, at Commanders. I have this game being an L, but I do have them splitting, so I have them winning at home. Browns, I have them losing. Number 1 defense. We saw Daniel Jones throw a safety pick 6 in the preseason, so we know what's coming with that. Cowboys, this is going to be one of those easy games on the road. Dak always plays well in New York. I think by this week we'll have a for sure understanding of what the Cowboys are. And even if we think the Cowboys suck, they're still going to be able to beat the Giants. I have them going on the road to Seattle. I think the Seattle Seahawks could be very, very good. I'll save that for the NFC West preview. But, Manny, I'm with you. Bengals, unfortunately. You muted, Shaun.
Oh, my God. Every single time that I really have something to say, I got myself muted. Correct yourself, Kevin. Manny said he's a free agent, so he ain't in Seattle no more.
That is true. But homeboy is now. We have a new Hawk in the group chat.
Kyle.
We have a new Hawk in the group chat.
Shout out to Kyle.
I got them. The Bengals coming to town. Unfortunately, Joey B, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Better smack them up. Eagles here, week 7. I have the Eagles coming out victorious. I do have them getting their second win of the season, playing at Pittsburgh, playing the Steelers. I think that's going to be a game where I think Justin Fields will be playing by then. And if Justin Fields is playing by then they're tanking. And Shador's on his way. So I'm going to take the Giants beating the Steelers. I mentioned that the Commanders will split with the Giants. So the next game, Commanders come to New York. The Giants will win. They play the Panthers the next week, getting their their last victory of the year, beating the Carolina Panthers. They have the bye week, week 11, week 12. Baker comes to town. I think they're just going to trample them. Cowboys again on Thanksgiving. Like Cass said, not Giants. Cowboys don't lose at home, especially not when there's a turkey leg at the end of the game. Saints, I think the Saints are going to want to lose this game as much as they want because I think the Saints are going to have a down year. But I think even with them wanting to be bad, they won't be bad enough to lose to the Giants. Ravens come to town. Ravens going to whoop that ass. Week 16, this was a toss-up game. I feel like the Falcons will have a wrap on the division and be that one game away. And the Giants love to turn up at the end of the year for nothing and ruin their draft picks. So I could see them losing this game, or the Falcons losing this game, the Giants winning, but I took the Falcons. Then they have to go to the Colts. I think they're going to lose that game. I'm huge on Shane and Anthony, AR-15, Jonathan Taylor, Josh Downs, all those guys. I think they'll be really good. And then finishing with the Eagles, like Shaun mentioned, by this time the Eagles can be sitting back, icing, getting ready for their week 1 scrimmage or their super wild card weekend scrimmage against whoever doesn't make the playoffs. I have the Giants finishing a whopping 4-13, beating the Vikings, Commanders, Panthers, and Vikings. Those are the 4 games I have them winning.
Damn right, Kevin, that the Eagles are going to be getting ready for their super wild card weekend matchup because the Niners are going to get the 1 seed again.
Yeah, that went over your head, bro. I said my scrimmage. That means we're going to play like, the Giants. They're going to come to Philly and tune us up. No.
Yeah. For super wild card weekend.
No, because we won't be playing is what I was saying. Like, we won't be playing. So we have the weekend free to scrimmage teams. And, Jalen likes to ask them what they were thinking. So, they can come sit down. We have a red table conversation because, we won't be playing. So
red table conversation.
Any thoughts, guys, on the 4-13 record for the New York Giants?
We kind of saw, like, with the Hard Knocks, the delusion of believing in Daniel Jones and just them letting Saquon walk was kind of bizarre. Just of their outlook on what they think this is. Now, I think Malik Neighbors is probably going to be one of the better rookie wide receivers in the league. I'm very high on him. Going back to our last podcast, but I mean, he's going to be getting Daniel Jones throwing him the ball. So I don't know if that's a reward. I mean, it's more like a punishment. So I feel like we'll see Drew Lock playing at some point this year because Daniel Jones is going to get benched. I don't think he's going to do that.
Malik Neighbors, unfortunately, all-world talent, obviously, but it's going to be the same way George Pickens. The man's going to be wide open, and he's not going to get hit, so it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. He's going to do everything that he needs to do to get open and to make plays, and the ball just won't be where it needs to be. So with Malik Neighbors, it's one of those things where, you know, we know what he's capable of. We know that he's going to be great. We know that he has the potential, but he's unfortunately on the wrong team. It's the same thing with like Saquon Barkley. The Giants got worse. Let's just call it what it is. They got worse. All right. You got rid of a generational talent running back, whether he's injured or not. When he's on, he's on. That's point blank period. You can't get rid of a Saquon Barkley and expect to be better because you got Malik Neighbors. You got the same quarterback that shouldn't be there, that got paid, that didn't deserve shit. Okay. And then who else? I don't even know who's on the other side of the ball right now. I don't even care. Who's it? Darius Slayton? Who else is over there? Who? You think
Hyatt?
Jalen Hyatt? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So hold up. Now wait a minute. And Malik Neighbors is going to save the day. No, you're absolutely right. Yeah, you actually might be being generous with 4 wins. You might be being very generous. They might win 2 or 3. New York is screwed because Washington got better. Philadelphia somehow, some way got better. Dallas got a little worse, possibly, but even if they get CD, they're probably about the same as they were the previous year, give or take. We'll find out when we get there. They got Zeke back, and that's not a positive thing because even though Zeke has been on a tear when it comes to playing for the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC East, he's definitely ran the show as a top running back in the last 6 years for sure, but he's old now, okay? Dallas, even at the worst, is better than the New York Giants. The Giants might win 2 or 3 games.
It'll be interesting. Toddy, can you just explain for the audio-only listeners what you're doing right now?
Shador Sanders, you are a New York Giant.
Yeah, I could honestly.
He's either going to New York or he's going to Vegas. One of the two.
Probably Vegas because they named Gardner Minshew as their new starting quarterback today. I don't know how well that's going to work out.